they're going to look back at their effort.
Mo Williams called for the technical foul, and Rudy Gay connects. You know what's interesting here?
I'm sure Vinny Del Negro is saying that's why I say every possession is important. We could have been in this game, especially when you see him hitting shots like that three right there.
But if they're going to win this series, they're not going to do it from the three-point line. They have to continue to go inside like that.
Mayo loses the ball to Young. Ahead to Griffin, who's come back in. Griffin gets
Knicks last year when he had that spin and just dunked on everybody's head, but
back. And you also wonder, as
Chauncey Billups on the bench and Chris Paul, that this team keeps his mind state pretty good. But when you lose a big game, your first time in the playoffs, it does.
Conley chased by Bledsoe. Mayo fires the three, and why not?
Yeah, a little bit about something with Payne, and I knew it was over then, and I didn't want to be carted off. And the toughest part about that injury, as you see, Evans still going to the hole, was that
on the feed from Chris Paul and missed the free throw, but Blake Griffin cleans up.
Guys buy into it, and in talking to Chauncey before the game, he says he's depressed because he can't play in the playoffs
and his point dry. But coming out with it is Bledsoe, open from the baseline and hits. Here is Griffin working his way in, finds Paul. Bledsoe, three, he's got it. Likes that side of the court. Perfect from three-point range, has missed just one field goal tonight and makes the first. Let's take a look at our TNT. The first game tonight will be the Heat and the Knicks.
Orlando really should feel good about eking that game out in Indiana. I tell you, it's been some great playoffs, and they're continuing right now.
9 on the clock. Griffin working his way in. Tough play as he had Rudy Gay trying to knock the ball out of his hands. Two franchises in postseason. And a two-point field goal by Nick Young, and now it is a 9-point game. And it comes down to Chris Paul racing down the court. Finds Young for three. He's got it! And the Clippers making a run of it, down by 6 with 2:12 to go. And this crowd on its feet but stunned right now. This team was down by 27 in the second half.
It's been done with the defense and the attacking guys like Evans coming back in.
Conley with a wild toss. And here's Paul in the corner. Nick Young again. He's got it again. Nick Young, timeout. What a comeback. A 22-1 run by the Clippers.
You work too hard to give up so much easy stuff. Stop turning the ball over. Make good shots, take good shots, and then get back on defense.
Blake knocks it off of Gasol, and it's into the hands, and they're going to call a foul on Marc Gasol, and that's the penalty for the Grizzlies. And there'll be 2 shots coming up for Blake Griffin, and now we have to talk about the foul shooting story. But let's see the play.
Yeah, we are going to have to talk about fouls.
Griffin is 1 for 2 from the line. 52% during the year. And he makes the first one. Baskets in 7 minutes and 43 seconds.
It is wild shooting. It was one-on-one plays, jump shots. It was trying to look good and have highlights.
And Griffin makes them both.
And so well, they have their best shot blocker in Jordan on the bench.
Here is Paul. Inside to Evans, lays it in, and the Clippers have taken the lead. Their first lead of the game. An incredible rally with this throng cheering on the Grizzlies. A 26-1 margin, and now Memphis trails by 1.
You have to love it. You have to love it right now. A mismatch on Gay. Let's see how the Clippers respond.
Paul is on Gay. Gay puts it up and scores. And now the Grizzlies regain the lead, and the Clippers call a timeout.
Paul stands.
So now the Clippers trying to regain the lead. Clock differential of about 4 seconds, and the foul is called on Allen, and it'll be 2 shots for Paul.
On Paul, many people said, well, Allen's going to check Paul. We talked to Coach Hollins before the game. He said, no, we're going to stay in our character, and maybe late in the game, if I want somebody bigger than Paul on him, then I'll do that. He just did that on that possession.
Ties the score and could put the Clippers ahead. A 26-1 comeback. At one point, it was a lead of 27 points for the Grizzlies, and the Clippers lead by 1, and Lionel Hollins calls the 22nd timeout, one of the 2 remaining, and that tells the story right there with the Grizzlies fan. And remember, the Clippers still have a foul to give, and that could loom large, C-Webb.
That definitely.
Clippers by 1.
Memphis needs to stick to their game plan inside out.
Clippers still have the foul to give. Where will it come? If it'll come. And there it is, as Rudy Gay is fouled, and now 9.8 on the clock. Foul by Kenyon Martin, who's out there defensively along with Bledsoe, Evans, Griffin, and Paul.
This is where Martin as a veteran comes in very important. I still think Rudy Gay has the advantage by having guard-like skills, but Martin being a good defensive player, it's on him right now.
Right here. Here is Rudy Gay, fires it up. Short, taken down by Griffin, and the Clippers have won it. One of the more remarkable comebacks in playoff history. The LA Clippers, who are outplayed and down by as many as 27, stage an incredible 4th quarter rally, at one point outscoring Memphis 26-1 and win it 99-98. And they finished on a 28-3 run. And the Memphis fans shocked.
Well, Chris, this is probably the most amazing comeback in NBA playoff history. You were part of it. At one point, did you think you had a chance to win it?
Man, the whole time, man. I honestly tell you, end of the 3rd quarter, coach, it took me out and I went nuts. Said, Coach, give us a chance. Just give us a chance. He put us back in there. Bledsoe got going. Nick Young was amazing. Reggie Evans get the game ball, though. He was unreal. And then Kmart had been sitting out all that time, come out, guard their best player, and we get a stop.
Obviously, you had to do it at the offensive end, but the stop, 28-3 run in the last few minutes of the game.
It's a shame.
What did you do defensively?
That's a shame. It's a shame to see how we can play at the end of the game. You know what I mean? We're going to look at the tape, see how we came out so lethargic at the beginning of the game, but a good win for us. It got a little emotional out here because of that, but we gotta get our composure back and get ready for game 2.
Well, you're staying in Memphis until Wednesday. Does this make the stay a little bit better?
Yeah, it's cool, but I busted my lip again, man. Everybody know how much I hate to get my lip busted.
But the rest of your body's all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, anytime you win, make everything feel a lot better.
All right, you can still smile even though you got bad lip.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a nice suit you got on there. Easter passed, though. Easter already went by.
All right, thanks a lot. Back to you, Dick.
Little shot at Craig at the end. That's okay.